On the news this morning, Governor Soludo calls for unity among progressives in Nigeria. Anambra Broadcasting Service staff Nemeka Wets emails. Federal government commits to advancing climate-smart agriculture. On the foreign scene, Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu became first Prime Minister to appear in court as a criminal defendant. Welcome to the news this morning. My name is Chidima Oranwa. The Anambra State government has awarded the construction of Oruku Abate-Tanimu bypass road that has the capability to improve the export earnings of the state. The State Commissioner for Information, Dr. Laura Mefo, who disclosed this while briefing journalists after the State Executive Council meeting, added that the state government also awarded 2 more roads for construction. He also revealed that Anambra State government will take care of all the accumulated bills of Mr. Okechukwu Akaneme, the former chairman of Onitsha Chamber of Commerce, that was brutalized by the contractor and his agent working for Anambra State Waste Management Authority in the state. Details of the press briefing will be made available in our subsequent bulletins. In an impassioned call for cohesion among progressive factions in Nigeria, Governor Chukwuma Charles Soludo of Anambra State emphasized the necessity of solidarity during the National Executive Committee NEC meeting of the All Progressives Grand Alliance APGA at the party's headquarters in Abuja. Governor Soludo's remarks come at a time of crucial political recalibration where unification is seen as essential to advancing the interests of the party and the nation as a whole. The NEC meeting saw a gathering of influential figures within the party, including APGA's National Chairman, Barrister Sly Ezokenwa, the Minister of State for Foreign Affairs, Ambassador Bianca Odumegu Ojukwu, Senator Enyinnaya Abaribe, and former National Chairman Ozombu Victor Ike-Oye. The meeting addressed a range of pressing issues affecting the party, leading to the adoption of 7 pivotal resolutions. Among these was the ratification of existing standing committees formed by the National Working Committee, demonstrating a commitment to strengthening the party's internal structure. The Anambra State Primary Health Care Development Agency, in collaboration with the State Ministry of Health and partners, has held a one-day non-residential stakeholders engagement and town hall meeting for routine immunization vaccine catch-up exercise. The event held in Oka attracted relevant stakeholders, traditional rulers, presidents general, among others. Correspondent Chibuzo Koye has details.
The gathering, the permanent secretary, Anambra State Minister of Health, Dr. Obegele Uchebu, noted that the meeting was to educate the stakeholders about the upcoming campaign, which was meant to cover children between the ages of 0 to 59 months, children who had missed previous vaccines or had never been vaccinated.
It's a catch-up from 0 to 59 months.
The Director of Disease Control and Immunization in Anambra State Primary Healthcare Development Agency, Dr. Nnamdi, who asked parents and wards to bring out their children for the exercise, disclosed that it will commence on Friday, 13th December 2024 and will last for 6 days and would be held at designated health centers, community centers, as well as other outreach centers. The Anambra State health educator, Mrs. Ujuonwe Bizna, revealed that this size will hold in 9 local government areas that did not do well in previous exercises, such as Agwata, Idemili North and South, Ihiala, Orumba North and South, Ayamelum, Nnewi South, as well as Anosha local government areas, urging people to utilize the opportunity to vaccinate their children and wards.
Now those words, such a look at immunization. So actually, like, I get maybe have a flag of the local government.
In Oka, this is Chibuzo Okoye for ABS News.
For this reason, a man shall leave his father and mother, cleave to his wife, and they shall become one, says the Holy Bible in Genesis chapter 2, verse 24. This biblical injunction came to pass in the life of Austin Nnemeka of Anambra Broadcasting Service, ABS, and his heartthrob, Chinaza Miracle Amos, as they were joined in the holy matrimony, promising each other love and commitment. Correspondent Ifnaya Wanko was there and now reports.
The regional overseer of Deeper Life Bible Church, Otuocha, Pastor Gamba Elias, tasked the couple with total submission to the will of God and commitment to one another. Parents of the groom, Mr. Michael Nnemeka, and Mrs. Caroline Nnemeka, his brother, Mr. Ignatius Nnemeka, and mother of the bride, Mrs. Monica Chibongo Amos, and her uncle, Pastor John Mba, expressed their joy in the marriage and advised the couple to put God first in all they do, respect and be faithful to each other. Head of Commercial Unit ABS Onitsha, Mr. Valo Gwejiofo, described Austin as a diligent and hardworking person and reminded the couple of the need to run to God in prayer in times of challenges. The couple, Mr. and Mrs. Nnemeka, appreciates God for the successful events, promising to love and cherish each other.
They are united by God and become as one in His sight. They are joined together as Jesus is joined to the church. The world has the idea that marriage is simply a legal contract. It is a legal contract, but at the same time, it is a spiritual contract.
And join myself to you, to be the husband to you. From this moment forward, we shall be one.
I, Sister Chinaza, according to the word of God, submit myself to you, be a wife to you. From this moment forward, we shall be one.
From Otuocha, Ifnanya Wankwo, reporting for ABS.
Minister of Water Resources and Sanitation, Professor Joseph Utsev, has reaffirmed commitment towards advancing climate-smart agriculture research through a strategic partnership between the National Water Resources Institute and the University of Plymouth, United Kingdom. Professor Utsev stated this when he hosted the Deputy Vice-Chancellor for Research and Innovation at the University of Plymouth, Professor Kevin Jones, and his team in Abuja. This is contained in a statement signed by Director Information and Public Relations in the Ministry, Mrs. Fumi Imetuyani, in Abuja. The statement noted that no nation can thrive without prioritizing the well-being of its citizens and underscored the importance of food production in creating jobs, boosting the economy, and ensuring national prosperity. It assured that delegation that the Memorandum of Understanding, MOU, to be entered into between the two institutions will ensure alignment with the ministry's mandate. On the foreign scene, the Israeli Prime Minister says his appearance in court jeopardizes his country's national security at a critical time. Benjamin Netanyahu has become the first incumbent Israeli Prime Minister to appear in court as a criminal defendant, taking the stand more than 4 years after his trial on charges of bribery, fraud, and breach of trust began. The 75-year-old maintained his innocence, arguing that the 3 separate cases against him are politically motivated. Israel's longest-serving leader is accused of granting regulatory favors in exchange for positive press coverage and of receiving expensive gifts in return for political favors. If found guilty, he could face years in prison. In our sports, Victor Osimhen will be sidelined for around 2 weeks due to injury. Reports say that Osimhen sustained a muscle injury during Galatasaray's 3-2 victory at Sivasspor last weekend. According to reports, the forward will sit out at least 3 matches. The Nigerian will miss Thursday's UEFA Europa League clash with Malmö. And that's it on the news of this morning. But before we go, a quick reminder that you can follow news and programs on ABS from many parts of the world by liking our Facebook page. Follow us at Anambra Broadcasting Service. Subscribe to our YouTube page at ABS Television Orca. Follow us on X at ABS Radio TV and on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. You can also log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. A quick recap of our main stories again. Governor Soludo has called for unity among progressives in Nigeria. Anambra Broadcasting Service staff Nemeka has wedded Amos. Federal government has committed to advancing climate-smart agriculture. We told you on the foreign scene that Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu has become the first Prime Minister to appear in court as a criminal defendant. And that's it on the news of this morning. Thank you for joining us. My name is Chidimma Oranwa. Good morning.